have interrupted you. Straight away, we're into listening and caring and having a real conversation, not a scripted call, even though right now at the front part of the call, it is scripted in the sense of what do? You run the 4 cool pillars. Well, I ain't going to run the 4 cool pillars right now. If she says something that I think, well, that's important, I'll just put the 4 cool pillars to the side and have a quick chit chat about what's actually going on that she might get interrupted. Let's go down the path to finish this off where she says, no, I could have been interrupted, but this is really important. I need to take this phone call now. I've left the house so I don't get interrupted. Thank you for asking me if I'd like to reschedule. Let's continue. Immediately, trust level on the call through the roof. Detachment and the prospect's view of us being so detached through the roof. The likelihood that she wants to buy from us has already been exponentially increased. We haven't even got to the 4 cool pillars. You see how minute the little things are, guys. Within 1 second of the call, I'm already 100 steps ahead of you, playing a bigger game. I'm playing chess. You're playing checkers. Oh, well, maybe she didn't want to take the call in front of someone. No, that doesn't matter. What matters is she's got some shit going on. I care. I want to talk about it. What's going on? Why does that matter? Why could that have interrupted you? No worries at all. What's best for you, Mrs. Prospect? What's best for me, Jeremy, Josh, Ian, whoever the closer is? I'd like to continue with the call. Excellent. Now, before you just turn around and say, excellent, let's continue with the call, you have a moral and ethical duty to tie it down. Okay, you want to continue with the call. Excellent. Can I just confirm, are you 100% sure you're in a mental space, given that you've got some things that could interrupt you just a few feet away, that you can really be present, not just physically in the car, but also mentally? She then turns around and says, yes. That has now done 2 things. Shown that I'm an expert because I'm not willing to just move forward without a tie down. In other words, I don't need you, you need me. And number 2, it's made her actually make a conscious commitment to herself that she is going to be present. Whatever's going on in the house, in her mind as well, because she's thinking about the things that were going to interrupt her, she makes a conscious choice to take that out of her brain for an hour and put it to the side. This is all serving the prospect at a higher level. And when you serve people at a higher level, what happens to your bank account? It reflects the level of service and care and moral authority and responsibility that you show to other people. And we're not even 1 second into the call. Does that make sense? How many deals have you already lost this week that you could have closed but didn't because you were out of state? I'm not a fan of sales hacks, but if there was one thing you could do before your next sales call to raise your closing percentage, it's using my patented pre-call checklist. Imagine taking just 60 seconds to read 5 to 7 personalized bullet points on a piece of paper, and as unbelievable as it may sound, puts you into the optimal state to access your highest sales skills on every call. That's the pre-call checklist. I'm going to show you how to create your own. All you need is a piece of paper and to go through the training that I'm going to give you. Thousands of salespeople have used this framework to close more deals, and you can have your own for free. No strings attached, in a matter of minutes. Click the link below this video, enter your email, and grab it right now.